There are so many costumes we could have done this year.
I do like that today we all came with our own.
Yeah, I like the element of surprise.
Yeah.
I think I'm most shocked by yours.
Really?
It's so good.
Yeah,
makes me so happy.
for it to be as quick as it was, I'm very surprised.
I literally got this off Amazon.
It looks
really
like you made
funny.
it yourself.
In a good
Like you
way.
printed it
way.
out.
In a good
No,
way, in a
look
good
in a
way.
good way. It
I
looks
think
good.
homemade costumes are definitely better than store-bought.
Yeah.
Like it just got a little bit
Yeah,
more
I made
personality.
it.
Remember the
painted it
Powerpuff Girls that I
myself.
did?
Yes.
That one was all homemade.
Because my ears are behind this, it sounds like so weird.
It's weird. It's weird that the painting is crying. You would think that. Do you feel like the painting is looking at us?
It's just this.
Wait, I do feel one tear. Wait, especially if I turn. Hold on.
All right. Well,
It's so good.
well, for everybody listening, it's probably really annoying to hear this right now. But everybody want to explain what they're supposed to be?
I'll go first. I'm Mermaid Man.
yes,
Merman.
you are.
Evil.
The what is it that you have? The invisible.
The invisible boatmobile.
Boatmobile.
And a good thing you brought that with you too.
Wait,
It's
yeah.
right there.
Right in the living room.
See
Yeah.
it?
She's
Oh, you can't see it.
gorgeous. Wow.
I was gonna say you're sitting in it.
Just
but,
waxed it. Yes.
You don't.
I'm
see
actually
it?
driving it currently. I'm Dipsy from the Teletubbies.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Mr. TumTum.
Tumness.
Mr. Tumness from Narnia.
Good job.
That wasn't initially what I was supposed to be, but we put the scarf on. I became Mr. TumTum. Initially, I was just a goat.
Mr.
Mr.
Tum.
TumTum.
Yeah, but it's a really good goat. Like I got prosthetics on and everything.
You look like him too.
The,
Like everything. Like it looks like him.
What made you choose a goat?
I was trying to find a costume where I did not have to. All right. Here's the thing about costume or Halloween. I hate having to find outfits. I want to just wear something out of my closet. But what I like to do is do something on my face. So I did something for my face. I was like, all right, the rest will come with it from my closet. And that's what I did.
You had those hairy ass pants.
No,
in your
these came from
closet?
Amazon, but it's easier when you start from the head, right?
We've done.
He also doesn't like shaving his beard
I
for
agree.
costumes.
and
yes.
my beard too.
Yes.
I did it once for my Night King costume, and I never, ever want to do it again.
We've also decided that Zane should go blonde.
Blonde.
It suits you very well.
Blonde?
Yeah,
Blonde.
it
In the
makes
middle
you
between
look more
brunette and
tan.
blonde. Yes.
I did not know that was even a.
Your features
That was
are
a
just
first for me,
popping.
too.
Blonde.
Wow. Blonde.
Blonde.
Yes, blonde.
BROND.
I think it's really working for you. I think that maybe you should go
It
blonde.
reminds me of that brand Brawny, the toilet
Braun.
paper.
Oh, yeah.
Braun.
The quicker,
Brownie?
No, that's
Brawny. Brawny.
That's
the
Quick
paper
Stop.
towels.
It's Bounty
Wait,
or Braun?
Bounty.
Oh,
Quick
oh.
Stop. What the
Me, Brownie.
Brawny.
Brawny. It's Brawny,
the
right?
guy with like
on, I got it.
the
with
lumberjack.
the lumberjack flannel.
I
It's
don't
kind
think
of.
it's called Brawny.
I think it's
is
Braun.
It? It's Brawny. I thought it was Braun.
Remember at Disneyland, it used to have the area where you'd go to the award. No? Did you ever do awards there for like a cheer or dance? Or
Oh,
anything?
yeah.
They had like the Brawny. Is it Brawny?
I don't know.
Mandela effect.
Is it Brawny, Jordan?
It's
I thought it was
Brawny. I think it's
Braun.
Brawny.
I think there is a Y.
It's Brawny because I remember a Y on there.
Yeah, what, y'all don't clean your house?
Yeah,
Y'all don't
nasty,
wipe shit?
nasty.
I'm a Bounty
Clorox girl.
No, you gotta go Viva.
Viva. Yes, the paper
The-
towels.
Oh,
Best-
is that the one sheeter ones? I know you guys like to use the
No,
one
they're
sheet toilet
ama-
papers, airplane
Don't.
toilet paper. Yeah, you do.
One ply?
So all
I
these
got
girls-
it as an accident one time and you will not let it down.
wait.
No,
sorry.
one time I used the bathroom and the motherfucker had airplane toilet paper as what you wipe your ass
Wait,
with.
no, that happened. Our old roommate, one time she accidentally bought it, but no one wanted to use it. And like the year later that it finally was gone, because I didn't want to waste it, but
Right.
it was rough. We were like, we almost had a party because we were so happy. We were like, thank God.
Get like a little toilet paper cut
Yeah.
on your butt.
The thing with those, man, you really, I know we're supposed to wash our hands, but you really got to wash your hands after because it
Get
goes
like
right through.
A poke through.
Yeah, that's like, you don't want to be stuck with that. You know what I mean?
Well, you guys probably are wondering what I am. I was trying to think of something that'd be so funny on the podcast for our visual watchers. Hi, everyone.
Oh my God, it has
Where's
arms.
the hand from?
I mean, so I found this Mona Lisa 3D thing, inflatable thing. So if you are listening and you're commuting, because we love our audio listeners too, I just look like a frame.
It's so funny because it's messing with my head. Like every time I look at like this whole thing as a whole.
You have the best view too because you're head on.
Straight on.
Oh
So
yeah,
funny.
I see her back. I really want to get a
Sorry,
good
it's
look
really
at
Also,
it.
good
like
from
from
the
the
front.
side, it's kind of like 3-dimensional.
It's an optical
just-
illusion.
Yeah, it looks so good.
It reminds me of the episode of Friends where you know.
That one character.
Phoebe and oh my god, what's her name? Why am I blanking?
Monica.
Monica, they like have this thing. It's such a funny episode. I think it was a Halloween episode. There's like a hideous, ugly painting that's like 3D, and there's this like doll on it, and one of them's like, "Oh, it's a gift. Like you can have it." And they're like, "Oh my god, no, you have it." And then it becomes this huge thing. It's really funny, and now it doesn't sound funny.
Are
that
you
why the
saying that
frame
you're
is-
the gift?
I look like the hideous doll.
Is
Oh,
the frame
okay.
the one that goes on the door, like the iconic? Like
No,
that's
it's like
the
a
one?
huge painting. So you know, like, oh my god, one time Remi tried to prank me. Like this is the same thing. Like like of giving me like an ugly painting, and then what's horrible is like
I hand painted it myself,
you
and I actually
you
did
guys-
try.
It wasn't a prank. You were actually
No,
giving
no,
me
but it was a prank.
I tried really
But
hard.
like that's the worst thing. Like especially art if you don't like it as a gift, but like your friend's gonna notice you don't put it up. You know what I mean? But she pranked me.
You
It
do
was a
that-
self-portrait.
Yeah, I got a perfect spot for it.
You do that a lot. You gift things and you like want to see the reaction because it's actually ugly and you would never get it yourself.
But then
are you
she.
talking
It's a scary prank that you
Toxic.
do.
Toxic.
Like
Yeah,
like the hoodie, the
toxic.
merch that you got us.
yeah.
It's,
Well, that's so we started a prank war,
Yeah, we did.
and the merch is what started it. Alisha, when I gifted Alisha my merch a long time ago, but it actually began with her because she pranked me by saying she got me a designer bag, but she really bought a Target bag
Oh,
and
you-
made it look like Off-White.
You'd be so.
That's
I
funny.
literally.
that sounds like a
So
Target
actually,
brand deal.
Alicia started.
you
I
do
did
for
start
Target?
it. I made it look so. Do you still have it?
I do.
I made it look
I
so
do.
good. I
She
took
did.
tape and like put the stripes, and then I had a box for it too. So she opened it, but it was like not her colors. So picture Remi being so fake as fuck, being like, "Oh my god, I love it!" It was so funny.
It was bright yellow. I mean, it was cute. It just wasn't like
You.
super me.
Yeah.
And so that started this prank wars that we do of gifting each other ugly things and just
Remi
see
can smell a
reaction.
fake purse from a mile away. You
Yeah.
know it.
No, I actually believed it. I did. I
I'm,
actually did a really
I'm
good job.
better at hiding it because even she made this elaborate story that she had one of Jeremy's friends commissioned this art piece. I was like, Remi, this is fake.
I forgot about that.
It was
Nice.
funny. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up.
Oh, I just need to breathe for a second.
My bra keeps falling.
It's annoying, right? Ugh,
Well,
Can't
now
wait
you
to
know
take
how the
this
ladies
thing off.
feel.
I know.
Oh man,
Did you get that from Spirit?
I did.
Is
Full
it
costume.
The star came with it.
Yeah.
It looks kind of like handmade.
It's pretty
really
good.
good.
in a good way, of course.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it actually does look like a homemade outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the straps.
Yeah.
Like everything.
Those legs, man. Those look the leggings look like they're from like an '80s music video. It's a great color.
Yeah.
I do love that
teal.
color.
Yeah,
And
teal
yellow?
is like
Yes.
been my favorite color lately. I
Teal is
love
hot.
teal.
Teal is hot.
Guys, comment if you like teal.
Get it, Zane.
Comment below if you love the color teal, like just like us.
We're literally just like everybody.
It's
We're just like you.
I think it's so much better than black or white. Like it's I think to me black, white, or teal.
What is going on is
Tell
the
me-
question.
Should we do it?
Yeah,
Time,
let's
right?
it's
Let's do it.
time.
It's
baby.
been time.
Hit it.
I'm Zane. I'm Heath.
I'm Remi. I'm Alisha.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Basically Unfiltered. I'm Dipsy.
I'm Mona Lisa.
I'm Mr. TumTum.
And I'm Mermaid Man.
Evil. Welcome back to another episode, everybody. I'm so happy that we all decided to surprise each other with our costumes. There's absolutely zero cohesion going on.
But I like it.
Yes, I think if we tried
Wait,
hard enough, we could find some cohesion.
Let's
Actually,
try to find. Well, I'm sure in an episode of SpongeBob there was a Mona Lisa painting.
There has to be.
There has
Oh yeah,
to be.
100%.
I could, yes, for
Okay.
sure.
Actually, no, there's not.
Like, it
actually,
wouldn't
in every
shock me.
episode.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's definitely no goats in SpongeBob because it is
Well, maybe
I
Red
feel like
Scarf, Taylor
my,
Swift.
my shit's melting off right now. I just spilled a
It
little
looks great.
I just spilled a little bit of my energy drink in my beard and I feel like it's slowly melting off.
You had
It's
peanut
fizzing.
butter all in it earlier,
Oh,
and you.
peanut butter. I didn't
Yeah.
have peanut butter.
What the fuck were you doing?
Peanut butter.
Yeah, I don't know if it was like protein bar, like peanut butter.
Oh,
just,
it was like
kinda-
sun chips.
But it's gone now. You're good.
Oh, good. Okay.
I do want to talk about something real quick because when I was at Halloween and you reminded me of it when you were like Insta-baddie, like sexy Halloween costume stuff. Have you seen the difference between the male and female costumes?
I just
Maybe.
went. That's where I purchased this, but I didn't notice
I was
anything.
standing there. I took pictures of all
It's
of it.
usually like sexy and Not sexy.
It's so weird.
Like the same character, but male or female?
Yes.
Oh,
so
no,
like,
I haven't.
I have to read you these titles real quick. It's so bizarre.
I'm
I've only seen the ones where it's like off-brand.
Yeah, well, okay, that's the thing. It's like they can't
Copyright.
license them. So we were saying like the I think it was SNL. There was a skit about like do you guys have the Taylor Swift
Yeah.
costume? It was like blonde singer.
It was like blonde country singer.
Blonde.
we'll put these up, but it's just like male cop kit, and then you go to the girl version.
Oh, he
These
take off your gloves.
These gloves are killing me. Okay, so you go to the male version, cop kit. The girl version, on duty cutie.
That's
This
funny.
is crazy. Officer rode a nightstick.
What? Wait, this is in Spirit?
Yes.
That's wild.
Officer rode a nightstick.
Wait, that's actually
wild.
crazy.
And then it's just like sheriff, lieutenant Ivana.
Wait, I literally bought that.
Misbehaved.
I bought that
But
before.
where's it?
Just guy, escaped convict.
But you know what it is? Like, I feel like the average guy is just looking for cop. Where's a cop one? Cop. And then the
True.
girls are like, I want to be the officer. Like, they want to be the sexy version, you know?
Do they want to, or are they forced to want to?
Depends. I mean,
that's true.
Melanie Felony.
Sounds like a porn star.
kind of clever.
Like, it's just like, it's so funny. Like, just construction vest. The girl, same exact costume. Worksite hottie. It's like, no, but like,
Oh my God.
what is
It's so true, though. 'Cause,
That's
like, that's what
crazy.
the girls are like, yes, that's what I want.
I want
guys-
to see the founders of Spirit. Can you pull them up?
Halloween is the one night a year where you can dress like a slut and no one can judge you for it.
Exactly.
I won't say a
Teletubby?
But it's,
Mona Lisa.
it's true. To some degree, it is true.
Uh-huh.
I love feeling sexy on Halloween and feeling no
I have
judgment.
not once have I ever felt sexy on Halloween.
But you could if you
Ever.
wanted to.
Yeah.
Everyone deserves the right to
I
feel
don't know,
sexy.
man. It's just hard for us, you know?
Why?
It's not the easiest.
To feel sexy?
I don't feel
Sexiness
sexy.
is an aura.
Okay, no, yeah. We're
It
going to
really- it really is an aura.
Because you know why? I'm not just Mona Lisa. I'm a sexy Mona Lisa.
You're sexy painting right now.
Like,
for
Alicia's
sure.
actually
painting-
completely
the
naked
painting
under the
just
frame.
has Cleavage just like goes down.
But also, okay. Sex doesn't have to be like little clothing. Like you can just
I mean,
ooze sex appeal.
No, it is. I
Yes.
think it's like a personality
It's a
for
state of
sure.
being.
Oh
It
yeah.
is.
because it's like if like even if I was like doing someone's makeup, it's like okay, I want to be like sexy Britney Spears. It's like the makeup's the fucking same.
So
You know what
real.
I mean?
I think that sexiness comes from within.
I think so too, Remi.
I think it's just confidence in yourself, and we should all, if you choose and want to, you should feel sexy.
I mean,
I'm sexy mermaid man.
I'm pretty
You
sexy
are.
on the toilet.
see, but
I don't think you got what we were putting down.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I just thought that was crazy.
it's marketing, and I think it works.
Unfortunately, sex sells.
Yeah.
They
It really
know that
does.
it's Spirit Halloween.
mean-
but I will say they have like a more demure version of the costume, and then they do have the sexy version of the costume. Correct?
No.
Actually, there was no sexy Teletubby. I would have been.
No,
a
that was-
sexy
that was a-
Teletubby for sure.
That was the whole point, is that every single guy costume was
Just
non-sexy, and all the girls' costumes
But
were
I-
sexy.
That just makes sense to me.
I do feel like there's options though
I
sometimes,
mean, Rem,
right?
you could buy that and cut the whole head off.
That's the thing,
and
but
then
I-
just wear neon green lingerie.
I could if I wanted to.
But you know what? You're just as sexy now.
Thank you.
And you know what? You have lingerie underneath.
It,
It's so funny watching you because I see you want to keep talking with your hands and you catch yourself and put it behind the frame.
I know.
if you were to find your outfit in a Spirit Halloween, what would it be called?
That's what I was thinking.
Mine would be
Oh.
real, authentic goat.
Okay.
No, yours would be like, I'm trying to think of something with Narnia, like a
Realistic closet goat.
Realistic. Realistic closet goat. Okay.
what am I?
Yours would be famous
Lisa
lady
moaning.
painting.
Framed,
Framed moaning Lisa.
framed celebrity.
Framed celebrity. Sorry, it keeps falling. I gave away the magic.
Starfish police.
I honestly
I'm
feel like
hot.
it's taking me out of being like present though.
I'm
think
really
I
trying.
like it.
I'm really trying to be present right now. It's
Yeah.
tough for me.
See, I think it makes. I'm not like overthinking. Like,
just you comes in costume every week.
My costume is gonna slowly get smaller. So
Yeah, next to
next
the
to
bra.
You're just wearing the nipple
Yeah, I'm just gonna be.
Yeah. That's right. I gotta take this off. Only takes off the t-shirt.
Oh wait, is that separate from the shirt,
Yeah.
or it's glued together?
No, it's separate.
Oh, Heath, you
just
should
the
take
nipple
off.
covers.
You
Please
should
just
take it
the
off.
nipple covers.
Just the nipples.
That's really funny, actually. You should show up like that for 5 seconds to a Halloween party and then put the shirt on.
That would be good. I'll never do it, but
Remi, is that a tooth gem?
I don't want to talk about
stop.
it.
I noticed it the other day.
Wait,
when
you
we
got
were
a tooth
filming.
gem?
I don't want to talk about it, you guys.
Wait, hold on. How long she had that in?
I got it literally last week after we recorded. I don't like tooth gems. I actually really hate tooth gems. I'm going to be so honest.
I kind of think they're cute.
I think they're
they're
cute.
cute on other people. I just have never wanted one for myself. And then I got drunk at my friend's party and she was like, hi, like, let's go get a tooth gem. It was her party. So I was like, yes, of course. And she's very persuasive. So I got a tooth gem. And now, and then you guys, I was drunk. So like I was like, oh my God, yeah, let's do it. And then I got it done and they put like the glasses on you and they like literally
They,
glue
like,
it.
cement it,
They
yeah.
cement it. I was like, how long does this last? 6 to 12 months. And then a
No
girl
way.
said-
No way.
This girl, the girl who did it was like, mine lasted for 3 years. So, and the only way you can get it off is you have to go to the dentist and they have to remove it because they use braces glue for
Yeah,
it.
but that's why it stays.
No way.
Yeah.
And then they have to like sand it off.
I don't know what they have to do.
And they couldn't
I
put
don't
it
have
on a
much
veneer,
tooth
right?
left as it is.
Wait, Heath, that is 100% something I would do as a joke. And it's like, let's get a tooth gem, not knowing that
not
it's in
knowing.
your tooth for that long. That's
I
crazy.
love my friend so much and thank you so much for having such a wonderful party. But I just, I should have said, no, I don't think it's my thing.
They love doing permanent shit at birthday parties, right? Tattoo guns.
Piercings.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Remember when you got your belly button
It's
pierced?
fine. I can get it removed.
Oh, yeah. Did you guys know that? I got my belly button pierced.
Yes, because when we were drunk the other night, I really wanted to get
We
one.
were, huh?
And yeah, we were. When I was like, I really want to get a belly button piercing. You said no. We have to film it. We all three have to get it done.
Oh, I said that?
Yeah.
You wanted it again?
No, I don't want it again. But, I'm just open for anything when I have a couple of drinks in me, huh?
A couple.
A cou-
He said 15 to 20 last week.
oh, I did?
Couple dozen.
No, I'm saying that's how much I had that night.
No, I don't know how much you had. I wasn't.
Oh, no,
monitoring.
no. And I don't have 50 to whatever I said.
15.
Or 15.
And yeah.
I over exaggerate all the time.
Oh,
I usually
okay.
have like 13.
Whoa. I have 14.
It's like 15 is just a little too much.
I know. Ooh, kind of judge those people, huh?
It is. Yeah, no, it is very
14's
judgy.
cool.
I would so get my belly button pierced, but at 30, is it like embarrassing? It's
So I
embarrassing.
bought like, they're like fake ones, but we should try those and see if we like it, and then we can get it pierced.
Okay.
Like it's cute.
I do like people I do like fake piercings, like just trying it on, see if you like it.
Yeah.
Or like it will like outgrow you in a week. You know?
I remember when I was so into piercings, I had like my ear up here.
Oh,
like
you
my
did?
Cartilage. I had my nose pierced, my nipples pierced.
You had your nipples pierced?
I was, yeah.
You were down bad.
But that's the nice thing is you can just take it out. It'll close up
Yeah.
if you do it in a certain time.
I'm surprised you have your earrings in still. I always I'm noticing it now, but I don't like see it like other days.
I took them out for a really long time, and I went to like test to see if the hole had closed up and it was still open. I put them back in when I got my hair transplant and I had my head shaved. And I was like, I looked so funny. I needed like something. So I was
yeah.
just like, I put the earrings back
just
in.
to balance it out.
Yeah. And then I just had it in since the transplant.
You've had it in for the past since the transplant?
Yeah.
Oh,
like a year and a half.
They look good.
They're small though.
Yeah, I know, but I just like don't even like notice it. It's so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you know it's been there for a long time.
Piercings. The nipples were the worst.
Ugh.
They hurt so bad.
You couldn't pay me.
Awful.
Did you have to like take it out, clean it, and put it back in? Like
you can't like take them out I think for like 2 weeks after I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I feel like longer now.
The like getting it done, they like clamp it
Mm-hmm.
and then they like shove the thing through and then they follow it with like the bar.
And I feel like you had a thick one too. I remember that piercing was
Industrial.
thick when
it felt like they were like pinching it and putting a lighter on the tip of it. It
Ooh.
hurt for, I'm not joking, months.
It's also very sensitive.
Yeah, and the worst part is like having like a loofah, like a scrubby in the shower. Like I'd be in this
Oh.
area, but like they're big and like I'd be like going like this,
You'd-
scrubbing,
oh,
and it
and
would
it
catch
catch.
like the end of it.
Oh, God.
Even taking on and off shirts.
And rip. I would get so
Heath,
mad.
I wish you had a picture of that
The
cop,
sheriff?
the sheriff. He had a giant sheriff one that he put
It was
as
a sheriff badge, but it was literally
that's
bigger
funny.
than the starfish.
Oh,
Like, bigger than these
that's
It was
shots.
a piercing?
It was okay. So you know how piercings have shit attached to it, like like funny piercings or like sexy piercing. They'll have like handcuff
Oh,
ones.
yeah.
But he got one that was this big,
But
but
heavy.
It was sag. It was like pulling down, but it was a full blown like metal sheriff badge with the center of it was cut out, and then the bar goes through that, and then your nipple just pokes through the front
Oh
of
my
the.
God, stop.
Oh my
and I remember
God.
it wasn't even like standing up. It was just.
Yeah, because it weighed so much.
Oh, no.
It was crazy.
My best friend, when we turned 18, was like, she went rogue and she went and got her nipples pierced, and then they were getting like infected.
It's so easy to get infected.
And so she had to clean them, but we weren't sure. So she came over to my house and she was crying. And so I took 2 shot glasses and I made like a saltwater concoction. And then she just like positioned her boobs over the
dipped
shot
them?
glasses and just threw her body back. So they were just sitting
Wait, that's
on the
actually
nipple.
kinda smart.
Right? Thank you.
For any piercing though, like Bactine is the best thing in the world.
Ooh,
Bactine?
okay.
What's that?
Yeah, it's like a little spray
the
bottle.
spray, yes.
It works so well. I use that like every week to clean them. You just spray it and then you just like kind of twist
Oh
it
my
and roll them
God.
through.
My last like
It
3
helped a lot.
piercings got so infected I had to take them out. They were so bad.
I used to have
Yeah.
plugs in my ears like gauges back in high school. And
I
did I ever
remember that.
Were they
mention
big? Because I like
that? They were maybe like
your ears don't look like
half
you
an inch.
had 'em.
Would you say like circumference
Yeah,
half
probably.
an inch? And I would have kept going if I never got a job. And I got a job at the Olympics. When I got the job in Olympics, I don't think that the boss said I needed to take it out, but I think my dad used it as an excuse for me to take it out. So he's like, "You're not going to get this job unless they said that you have to take that out."
Yeah.
And I knew deep down that like they never said that, but I also wasn't close enough to anybody to like
Yeah.
ask. So I ended up just taking it out, and it healed up in a month and a half
I'm
for the whole
very
job.
surprised it closed up.
I was
then.
gonna say they
Yeah.
look good because
Yeah, I know,
people, they have to get surgery to like fix it.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. And it's so crazy. Like, thank God my dad, whether it was true or not, I should actually call him and ask him. But thank God I got that job because who knows what my ears would look like right now? Because I would have kept going
And it
bigger and
wouldn't
bigger.
have ever closed up had you decided to. Like it's once it reaches a certain point, it won't close.
It won't
back
close.
up.
You have to like surgically get it, and it still looks like,
You have like the
A
slit.
hole.
yeah, it's like a
A
slit.
lot of people get blowouts too because you try to like size up too quickly.
Oh, and then it just
Ew. When I was in middle school and high school, I'd wear like really heavy earrings. So more recently, this was like 5 years ago now, my ear I had like my earring hole became like a line, like it was drooping so low from like the weight. So I
looks
went
like
to
that right now. Turn your head.
Remi, you should have put earrings in your
Yes.
in your
inside the
ears.
hole.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just painful too, and it was just like goopy a lot. Like
Ew, yeah.
I'm so sorry. This is
I
so gross.
know.
So, like
Smells
earring
disgusting.
smell is
Yeah,
so
it is. It's so
gross.
gross when it's infected too.
Oh, it's so gross. So I went to a plastic surgeon and he cut my ear all the way down and sewed my ear shut.
wow.
And then I had to let it fully heal. I had to get the stitches removed and then I had to get my ear re-pierced again.
It got so infected where you had to do that.
It wasn't an infection. It was just like it was just smelly and also just like was so stretched.
Like there wasn't much skin
I couldn't.
left.
Yeah, I
Wow.
couldn't like I couldn't wear earrings anymore, and it was just like a big thing. So he sewed my ear back together.
Got
Wow.
it. Do parents still pierce their like babies' ears when,
Yeah.
like as soon as they're out to
Pretty early
Yeah,
on.
pretty
a lot of
early, right? And they
babies,
do
yeah. A lot of
that.
people do.
Why do they do that?
So
Early
I
on?
don't like
I
feel
think
it.
it's just cute.
Just cute, yeah.
I think so, but
I thought the parents did it so other people can see it's a girl like immediately.
I think it's just like they do it at a young age just to get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I got mine done when I was like 8, which isn't that young because like obviously babies get it done. But as I like grew, they weren't center anymore, so like they're a little lower than they should
Oh,
be.
that's
But
so
I
interesting.
did get them done at Walmart, so maybe that
Oh,
was
I didn't even know they had that.
Yep. Not anymore. They used to have like an ear piercing station. So part of me is like, maybe they just did it bad.
Is Claire still considered
Yeah.
like a safe place to go to get
A lot of
piercings
people
as
do
a
it
kid?
there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because like me, I still would rather go to like a tattoo shop and get a piercing,
Okay.
like a Claire's.
I love Claire's.
I really liked like the whole piercing pagoda.
I
Like,
that's
those
where I
little
got
things
mine done.
that like in the mall, like the little kiosk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
but,
yeah.
Okay, Rem, the place we went to last was a tattoo parlor, and like every time, me, you, and Mia, we all of ours got infected so bad.
Yeah.
After where? Going to
The
like
same tattoo place.
Oh,
I
They
do feel badass though. I'm like, hey, my appointment.
They also say that the gun is like worse.
For
Okay.
cartilage, you can shatter your cartilage
Yeah.
if you use a gun. So you're supposed to just use a needle.
kind of like the Parent Trap. Remember when they did the lemon?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think about that scene a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whenever I see someone getting their ear pierced.
It was like
Yeah.
an apple.
But yeah, the gun like is it causes like a lot of like more damage and like trauma.
Interesting. Because doesn't it like take out a chunk out of your ear instead of just poking a hole? If that makes sense.
I think it can like break inside of it. I'm pretty sure, like something to do with. There's something about it in there. Fun fact: you know, your eyeballs are the only part of you that you're born with at the size of which it'll stay forever.
Yes, it doesn't
Yes.
grow.
Okay.
So
I just learned that
interesting.
recently.
And then
yes.
your ears keep growing.
Yes.
Have you seen Robert De Niro?
No.
Are
Monster
his ears so
ears.
big?
Yeah.
Whoa.
There's
Oh.
like pictures of him like in like his first movies, and it's just like a normal ear, and then like now it's like 3 times the size.
Interesting.
That makes sense though, because all like older people have big ears.
Imagine how big Matt King's would be if he didn't get that.
yeah.
Oh, he got the staple thing.
Yeah,
right?
because
Our friend
he
just got
got
that
it
done.
stapled. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wonder how common
he
that
had
is.
Him, like, pulled back.
It's very common. I think they're cute. I mean, I know it's so different. Probably like if I had them, because I know that can be an insecurity for a lot of people. Like they don't like wearing their hair up and stuff. But I think they're cute.
I think you'd be able to get the swoops really easily for your hair if you had those ears.
Yeah, just
Because your
resting
hair
on
would just
top of it.
constantly like rest on there.
The soups.
The swoops.
But Matt doesn't have big ears. They just like were out.
they were just out.
But they're like smaller ears.
yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like mine are.
Right now.
you have giant ears. I'm
Shut
kidding.
up. I feel like mine are like.
You have no ears right now, actually, technically. Where are her ears? You cut them
They're
off.
covered. They're covered.
I'm just gonna say it. I
Van
don't think the
Gogh.
Mona Lisa painting is that great. I don't get the hype.
I thought you were coming for my costume.
And did you know how actually small the painting
Yep.
is?
Pretty
It's much
crazy.
smaller than I thought it was.
That's
Yep.
what everyone says.
Isn't it like
But,
this big?
okay,
Yeah, it's pretty
so
small.
It's
wait, I
insane.
should have done research on my costume. Apparently, it's something. What's cool about it is it's like because people are like, is she smiling? Is she not? Hold on, let me look it up.
I think it's in certain a certain day, not certain days, but certain angles.
But that
She
was
looks like she's
intentional,
smiling.
And
Yeah.
at that time, it was like unheard of that anyone had done anything like that. So it was a very like.
It's because they couldn't tell the emotion that she had on her face. Like it was just like a mystery face.
Facts about.
Interesting.
Okay, 8 intriguing facts about the Mona Lisa. One,
go.
it may be unfinished.
Oh.
It was once believed to be a self-portrait. 3, it once hung in Napoleon's bedroom. Next, it was
wow.
stolen in 1911.
Oh wow. Kind of recent.
Picasso
Yeah.
was one of the suspects
Kinda
in
recent.
theft. It has been attacked multiple times. Poor Mona Lisa. It came to America at the request of Jackie Kennedy.
Also, yeah, Picasso died in like the 70s.
Oh yeah, I really thought he was
Really?
was
Well, Pablo Picasso. That's who this was.
gone by like 1930 or something
It was
at
stolen.
least.
I thought he was 1800s.
Really?
And now she's hanging in the Louvre, right?
Yes.
I think so, right?
It is.
She's like
Yeah.
the main, the one that everyone wants.
And
to
it took
see.
4 years to paint.
I'm kind of bummed that like last
Wow.
time we went to Paris, we didn't go.
Wait,
Well,
guys,
do you
guys.
remember the line? It was insane.
I know it was.
Okay, one, yes, I haven't seen it either in person, but everyone says it's.
I
'Cause the
think-
one day we went, it was like closed, and I was like, damn it.
I think this is so much cooler.
Guess, wait, when the Mona Lisa went on tour in the 60s, it was given an insurance valuation. Guess how much?
Oh.
150 million.
I'm going to say 500 million.
Okay, well.
I guess that was too high.
235 million.
Okay. In the 60s, it was the insurance valuation was 100 million, which today is the equivalent of 870 million.
And I got a remark like that.
Because the 100 million I saw first, I was like, oh, damn, you overshot it. Inflation. And no one cares. But the Mona Lisa currently holds the Guinness World Record for the highest insurance valuation for a painting.
Wow.
As in, if the painting
Was
gets
stolen.
destroyed or stolen, they get 850 mil. That's really nice. I take the money. Just take the money.
Burn it.
Double in, give it to the next person.
It's just a painting.
Whoa, whoa.
You know what I mean? No, look.
I am not just a painting.
I'm more.
I am more.
She's
850
cursory.
mil though? Come on.
Okay, genuine question. Say somehow you
Stole it.
gained possession, right? Not that you stole it. It was just like maybe like your family had
Oh,
it,
like,
and it was like
Maybe
It was
you didn't
given to you
steal
as a
it.
it was
gift?
like it was given to you as a gift.
Yeah.
You have the Mona Lisa. Would you sell it for 800 million, or would
Cashing
you
in.
keep it?
Oh,
Cashing
I'd-
in.
Mm-mm, but
You know,
what?
you could do so much with that
I'd
money.
take a photo. I'd photocopy it. And
Yeah,
then I'd like, or no, I would
the
just
shit
take a
we got
selfie.
today, I mean,
I'd just
come
take
on.
a selfie with it,
Or
and
do you
then I'd
like,
sell it.
or do you hang on to it and let the value keep going up, and
Okay.
then like because you will never ever basically have it again. I think about that all the time when people go on like Antique Roadshow and they find out they had something that was given to them and it ends up being like worth $10 million, like something that they didn't even know.
I've seen those, yes.
I think I would make sure to sell it to somebody that's gonna, like, I know is gonna take care of it.
But also when it's that, like, if I had the
Obviously.
chance, and like, what if for some reason in the future, like, I don't know, what if I even just died, or like, what if like you don't know if you're gonna get that money? So if you had the opportunity for like 800 million, like, I would take it, even if it could get to, I was gonna say 10 million, but that's the wrong. Even if it could go into 900, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
I think I'd be nervous, like, if it,
Or
like,
do you like keep it and then like your kids are
and then
able to
use
like
it.
have
Yeah.
like
Oh, that too.
I don't know, because like a lot of people, I feel like I would. You lived your whole life having like this object, not knowing the value. You guessed it was like worth like $1,000. Then you find out it's 10 million. Like it didn't. Nothing changed in your life.
Yeah.
I also
would-
don't think I'll be alive still for my kids to like truly appreciate it. So it's like, is it worth just holding on to it?
You save it to pass it down to them.
You
the
die.
Day you die. They
I'd be
get it, they
sell
sell
it.
it. I
pissed.
would be
No,
mortified.
or like in the will, it's like you can have the painting or like whatever it is, and they like don't understand it because they were never told. Like, you know what I mean?
That's like, I think somebody after me will 100% be like, sell it. So you might as well just sell it.
Every
and then
time I
have
buy a
fun.
lotto ticket, I fully convince myself I'm going to win the lottery. I'm not even exaggerating. And then I start to stress like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Like, people are going to try to kill me. I'm not kidding. Like I will drive and like have this full like
without even had one.
I've never every single time I'm like,
Wait, isn't it public knowledge when you win the lottery? Like
what
you have
state
to.
you win in. So then I'm
Yeah.
like, I need to go to a different state for when I win.
Well, I heard this story where, and I think it was actually true, where a couple won the lottery, but their kids were younger, so they didn't change anything about their lifestyle and said once they turn 18, they'll let them know because they wanted them to still have a good work ethic. And the
love
way
that.
I literally was like, I'm obsessed with that. Could you imagine, like, going through college and then your parents like, oh yeah, by the way, we won the lottery. Like, we're actually really rich and we have a full like life savings for you. But I liked how they were like, no, we want you to like still learn.
But did they
how-
live? They didn't live in like a mansion, did they?
No. So what?
Or they hid everything.
Okay, we're out. Okay, so so what had happened was, I guess one of their like the husband or wife, like one of their parents had recently passed away, so it was an easy way to make it just look like they had gotten some money from the grandparents.
Got it.
Like an inheritance.
Yeah. So like it was easy to like kind of use some money and just be like, oh yeah, that money. When in reality it was from the lottery.
Wow.
Got
Crazy.
it.
But I do like that they wanted their kids to grow up learning like.
It's still crazy to me that people like win the lottery. It's such a
know.
rare occurrence, but it happens all the time.
You know who's gonna win it?
Remi.
I'm telling you guys, every time I'm like, what am I going to do with this money? Because I've seen people that they say, depending on where you live, because sometimes you can keep it anonymous or not, they like hire, a financial planner or they hire a lawyer or someone. Boom, that person kills them. That's like a thing that
Oh.
happens.
Exactly.
It has happened, not every
like,
time.
and I'm not saying this in a negative way. You know why I don't think you'll win the lottery?
Oh, yeah, why?
Because
Statistically,
no,
understand.
because you are just already so good at the slots. You know what I mean? So I don't think like God is gonna give you like
Yeah.
you're just really good at the slots where you're winning thousands of dollars when you put $5 in. Anyways, I just don't think he's gonna be like, you know what? I'm also gonna give you more
This
luck and
one
win
too.
the $300 million lottery.
I honestly, it brings on the idea of like, it obviously would be amazing to win the lottery, obviously, but it does sound like it comes with a lot of stress as well.
Oh
Yeah.
my no! I mean,
Oh yeah, for
like-
sure.
Oh, people would be coming out of the woodworks.
I hate when people start giving like the lottery winners shit for how they're spending their money. It's like, let them do what they want. It's theirs now. Like, stop. Like, people be like, he bought another house. It's like,
I love following that guy. That one
Ooh.
guy. There's that
like,
one guy
he's
that
bought
won
like
a lot.
3 crazy like mansions out here in LA and like whatever.
He's living. He's
And
got his
people
bodyguards.
are like, he's gonna run out of money. He's gonna do this, and they like talk nasty. It's like, okay, and if he does, he does. What what does it matter to you?
It's crazy, and statistics show that what is it like? I forget the number, but
like
it's
how
like
many
most
end up
winners
spending it, losing it.
You
lose
lose
all
it.
their money, but like that's what they want you to do. That's
Yeah.
why they want people like that winning the lottery, because they know all of it's going to go right back into
Wait, you're so right.
the city. They're not gonna be smart with their money and put it in investments and then let it grow.
You know what I think
It'll
is
be good for the
interesting too?
economy.
When people are like, "Oh, they won $100 million." Well, that's only $50 million after taxes. I would still take 50
Yeah,
million
no-
any day.
yeah,
I
no
would take,
shit.
I would take $100.
Are you kidding me?
I love when I win
People
a scratcher.
love to say stuff like
It's
that.
just so funny.
It's only 50 mils. Like, yeah, 50 million. You kidding me?
That's wild.
You could do so much of that money, like just like having it grow.
Winning
like taking that
anything
money.
over $100 to me is crazy.
Yeah.
Like I hit that one scratcher, I think for like 500, and I freaked out.
Yeah, no. Even
like that was insane.
Free money's
even if I
insane.
get anything on a scratcher, I am
even
living
blackjack,
That's true
I'm
too.
like,
Yeah,
woo!
even if I play and then I
Cut
scratch
even.
all of them, I break even to like buy another round.
Yeah.
I get hyped.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You guys should have seen me at Shakey's when I was younger.
Shakies.
Which-
The pizza parlor?
That's a pizza parlor.
With the games.
I think that's
Is it a
only- I think
pizza
it's only
parlor?
a here thing.
What are you talking about? Shakey's, the restaurant?
Yes, with the games.
I don't remember any games being in there.
It's where you would go for like sports.
Is
Like,
it the
if you,
buffet?
like-
Is it a buffet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went. I think we went
They
there
have like
once.
a little like arcade section.
Little.
Oh, is it big?
Whoa. That was like, yeah.
It was.
I think the one in Riverside is really big, though. I will say it was like the thing in Riverside.
The one I went to
I've
wasn't
never
that
been
crazy.
to one, but I
Oh
just
my
always heard
God.
about the one in Riverside.
Oh, it was wild. That
Mm.
taught me gambling at a young age. I'd be like, Mom, can I have next 2 weeks of allowances early so I can play this thing to hopefully get a $2
you both were
toy?
obsessed with gambling before you met each other?
I mean, like at arcades, yeah. I'd
like
break
playing
open my-
games. I love a Chuck E.
Wait.
Cheese.
No. It's interesting that you both were like loved gambling before you met each other. It's almost like you guys should have met at like a casino or something, but you didn't.
Do you like
Maybe we
to
did.
make bets on like random things outside of like traditional gambling? Like, do you like make bets with your friends?
No, but we should.
No, we
Mm.
should.
Mm-hmm.
We used to do it all the time, just like $20. $20 says
Also,
that
like
I'm
we
right.
would play like beer pong for like a lot of money.
Oh, we would do that.
Really?
We
Yeah,
we
because
would-
it's like skill based. It's
Yeah.
fun.
we would do like $1,000 games of
Jesus.
like beer pong. But it's like at the end of the night when we're like blacked out wasted and you start saying these things and it like you're not thinking
don't
about
think
it.
Did you actually uphold it? You guys would pay each other?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, did you
Yeah.
guys see that I went to like these horse races a few weeks ago?
Yes.
It was everyone was like, "Are you gonna bet on a horse? Are you gonna bet on a horse?" I was like, "I don't know how this works. Like, there's no way. I can't. Like, probably not. It's fine." And then finally, they're like, "You have to. It's for like the big." It was like the last final big race.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, "Fine, I'll do it." I chose 2 horses simply off of their color and their names. I forget what they
Best
are.
way to do it.
Literally, I was like, "Cool."
Whatever
Won.
speaks to you.
I won.
You did.
I put $50 in. I left with $350. He won the big race.
How many
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Horses were?
There was like 9 maybe or 10.
Oh, this guy. I thought for some reason I thought it was much more than 9. I thought those horse races are like.
But like, and it was so good. It was like they had to do like a slow mo just to see who won because I was like, oh, I didn't win. And then they're like, it was number blah. I was like,
It's so Shark Tale.
won!
Lucky
it was so
day.
fun.
I think I would have more fun with like the app that we were talking about, where you could like bet on like events.
Or even
Yeah.
like,
So,
with
like
the
that to
Super
me,
Bowl.
I think is like fun.
I love the Super Bowl game where it's like all the random numbers on like a board.
Oh yes,
Have
I
you
know what you're
done
talking
that?
about. I
And
haven't
you-
done it, but I've seen it.
You pay for like a spot, so it'd be like whatever the last number of the scoreboard per
yeah,
like quarter, and then like the final, and you would win based on that.
Oh,
it's
okay,
more
okay.
niche. Or even like the color of the Gatorade when they pour it on the
Yes.
coach, like that. It's
Oh, that's
fun.
that's fun.
It's fun because it's less like even if you don't know about sports, you can like
It's just like a
still-
fun,
yeah.
silly bet.
You're not watching the game. You're just looking at the cooler. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, I don't know. I saw it open the drip. Do you
Or-
see the drip?
Or like how many times it'll pan the camera to like a specific celebrity during
Mm-hmm.
the game, like you
Like
bet,
Drake
like,
always
5
puts
or
like a
more.
really big bet down,
Yeah.
right? I feel like that's the thing.
Another fun bet is if the national anthem goes over like a certain
Yes.
amount of time.
Wow.
Like if they drag the song out.
We
Yeah.
should do. I'm very intrigued by the Grammys next year because I feel like it was a great year for music. So we should do our own episode of betting on who's going to win what Grammys.
Oh, that's not a bad
That'd be
idea.
fun.
That'd be fun.
Okay.
Because like best new artist is going to be really hard. Like I don't think the nominations came out yet, but it was really interesting to see who and like whose teams obviously like put them up for what. Have you guys seen that?
Yes, and everyone was like, "That's weird." They're calling Sabrina Carpenter best new artist when she's been this is like her 6th or 7th album.
Yeah, the best
she's,
new
like, not
artist.
new.
That
Oh,
category is
yeah.
really interesting, like how the stipulations to put yourself into that one. But I saw people were like, I was researching who's putting themselves up for what. So like Kendrick put a lot up for not like us, obviously,
Yeah.
like all
Oh,
of
he
those.
better win.
And it's gonna be like they'll pick obviously the nominations now. But I saw that like even Katy Perry was like putting herself in, and people were like, "Girl, it was your worst album."
Okay, but, like,
ever."
Oh, you could like. I thought you were.
you have
picked
to
by,
nominate yourself, or you have to like put yourself
Yeah.
up, and then they pick
That's
from
so-
those, I believe.
Heath, that's so cringe. Like having to put yourself in for a nomination.
No, but that's
you
like-
just,
I think
you just
I
want
just-
like
No,
somebody
And
else to
it's
do it for
public,
you.
too, but it's
Well,
their
your team
teams,
does
obviously.
it. You
No, I know, but
No, but what's
I-
crazy is like
I wish somebody else did it. It feels better.
it's like the way that now it's all public with TikTok, like the way that I would be more embarrassed to see that I tried versus it's like, oh my God, I got nominated, I had no idea versus like, oh yeah, I tried and I didn't.
Yeah, and you can't even say that you got nominated anymore. You can't be excited for that.
It's the same as the Hollywood stars. When I found out that they're buying them,
What?
yeah.
Oh,
I
but you
thought
have to
were.
qualify.
I think it's both ways.
I
think
thought it was
there's-
like a reward. Like you're
have
like,
to
you did
pay
such a
to
great
have the
job.
star.
No, but I think they give some out, no? Or is it all of them paid?
I think it's an honor to even be offered.
Yeah,
The
but you have to
position
then
to buy
buy
it.
it.
Oh, okay. As long as you're offered, though, you can't just go to a site and be like,
No.
I want to pay $100 million for my star.
Yeah, you
Because-
have to like be like accepted.
Like accepted,
But I
yeah.
think
As long as you're
thought-
accepted, I think the whole point is like you have to be accepted.
Well, I was watching the Kardashians, and
wow.
after Kim was in American Horror Story, she was like, "Oh, I can get like a star now on the Walk of Fame." So I was like, "Oh, it
Really?
must be like a television, or it must be something specific."
It would be cool to get one though.
Oh my God,
Oh, yeah.
it's like crazy.
I can see Remi getting one.
Miss Remi Ash,
It would be like Miss Remi Ashton and not your real.
Mrs. Remi
Not my real
Ashton.
name.
Yeah,
That's
not your real
fine.
name.
Thank
Miss
you
Remi
so
Ashton. The
much.
at handles. Imagine all the stars are being replaced with at handles.
I'd be out there like buffing her every
Every
day,
day
and
with a
making sure no one
toothbrush.
steps on it.
That's funny.
So interesting. I thought that it would be like something that is awarded and they pay for because it's such an honor to have. But I didn't think about having to pay for the real estate. Is
Yeah.
it expensive?
But even like a
don't
lot of
know.
awards, you have to apply to,
That's true.
you know.
That's true.
Before we continue, we want to give a big thank you to our sponsor of this podcast, Call She.
If you guys listen to the podcast, then you know that Alisha and I love betting. We love gambling. We love going to Vegas. We love doing the whole thing. If you guys are just like us, you have to check out Call Sheet because you can basically go on there and make a bunch of really fun bets, like everything from who's going to win the Grammys, who's going to win the Super Bowl, all those sorts of things. And Call Sheet is amazing, so you guys have to check it out.
Yes, Call Sheet is the first and only legal prediction market in the U.S. After years of working with the federal government, Call Sheet got historical regulatory approval from the CFTC that enabled it to offer a new asset class called event contracts, which allow traders to take positions on whether a future event will happen or not.
Like with stocks or commodities, people can now trade on any event that has economic or social relevance to them.
And Call Sheet is already the most accurate forecast for a large range of future events, including economics, climate change, COVID, politics, tech, AI, science, you name it.
And it's really cool because this is how payment works. So you buy for X amount of cents and you get $1 if you're right per contract. So if you buy something for 33 cents and you're right, you can win 3 times your money and you can buy as many contracts as you want.
And guys, this is the only place you can trade and bet on these events in all 50 states, which is crazy.
Also, right now, we're giving a $20 bonus for the first 500 people who join with our code and deposit $100.
And the best and easiest way to use Call Sheet is to just do it straight from the app on your phone. It's so simple. And also, there's a lot of big events coming up right now, so make sure to do it now while the stakes are high, baby.
Call Sheet has already facilitated over $1 billion in trades. The markets are now live to trade, and you can sign up using our link, callsheet.com/basic, and the first 500 traders who deposit $100 will get a free $20 credit. Thank you for sponsoring Call Sheet. We love you.
Is anyone excited for Horror Nights tomorrow?
I'm so excited. I haven't been in like,
No.
3 years?
No.
When's the last time you went to Halloween Horror Nights?
I haven't been in a very long time.
Yeah.
Either.
So I'm excited just to see how it is as more of an adult.
Yeah.
But I used to go like every year in Florida. So I'm excited to see the one out here too.
I just know those lines are so long. It
Yeah.
can take like 2.5 hours
Well,
to just
lucky
do
for
one
you,
house.
I bought the front of the line pass.
You got speed pass?
Yeah, I did.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I did.
Are you broke now?
I mean, no, but I bought the ones where you can only do it one time. So like,
Oh, that's fine.
it's not unlimited. It was
One
cheaper.
house.
Oh no, did you hear that? You can't go in the houses over and over and over again.
Oh, no.
Like, you can only
Wait,
do-
so what are we waiting in line for?
So okay, basically like
Have you never been?
No.
Oh, okay.
Reni's
okay.
like, oh, I don't wait in lines. No,
Never heard of it.
we don't wait in lines.
I thought you just kind of walk around and people like scare you. Like that's it.
there's that, and then there's the rides, and then there's mazes, and the mazes are like an attraction that are like haunted mazes.
and they'll
There's,
do
like,
different
themes.
movies.
And there's themes, which is cool because there's like Insidious, or there's like
Oh,
Stranger
fuck.
Things, or like
no.
let's
absolutely not.
try to guess because I haven't really looked at
I
this.
haven't either.
I don't know but what can we make a guess on what horror
the
movies
theme?
they would have after?
They're definitely gonna have Saw.
But
You think
like,
so?
I-
But they've had Saw so many times though.
Their theme.
But also, it probably has to be
Universal.
movies.
But 1,000%.
Did they?
I wish you had a heart rate monitor on me right now for this conversation. I'm like, it's
Apple Watch?
You
What
guys.
kind of horror do you not? Is it more the jump scare? Is it anything demonic? Anything
Nothing.
like killer?
Literally nothing. Absolutely nothing.
What's like scary to what? Like
Wait.
what's like the least scariest thing that's still scary to you?
Your costume right now is probably scaring her.
Is this scary to you?
If it was dark and you came up and said booyah, but like looking at you now, no. I would say like my threshold is like a sci-fi. Like sci-fi still scares me.
Oh wow!
Like
That's-
I just don't do any of that stuff.
oh, so you're gonna have a really miserable time at this.
No,
I
she's
don't
gonna have
want
a
We're gonna
great
have to
time
cheer you up.
because
Don't
Super
bring her down.
Nintendo World is open and it's a safe zone. So you
I
can
will
just
be
the
there
whole
the
time.
whole night
There you
probably,
go.
but I have to get there first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they like come up to you.
They do, but
I
you-
did Fright Fest a few years ago, and I had a good-ish time, but I lost my voice for like 3 weeks after, and I think this might be scarier.
I think it'll be the exact same, to be honest.
But you have to also think about it. There's a lot of kids that go, right?
There's just safe zones. So like there's safe zones, and then on top of it, you don't have to do the mazes. But I will say all the mazes look the same when you close your eyes and wear a hood and look at the ground.
That's true.
Because that's all I do.
And they can't touch you, right?
They can't
so, like,
touch
why
you.
do you enjoy going if you don't even like seeing it?
Because it's like the afterwards you're like, oh, like
Adrenaline.
The moaning Lisa.
The
moaning
adrenaline.
Lisa.
She goes as the.
Oh, we're gonna get drunk and go.
oh, bitch. One time I had a panic attack and I literally like had to take the tram back up by myself.
Really?
Yeah, it was so embarrassing. But then I went back the next year, and I've learned how I can go where I like it. I definitely have to be like
Blocked out.
Low key.
No, just like a little tipsy, and then if you look pissed off, they won't come up to you. They come up to people who are like, "Oh my god,
Yeah,
stop!"
if you
Perfect.
look like you're really scared, they're gonna keep going.
I don't think I can control it.
and then
though.
don't. No, you literally just think of the worst thoughts ever, and then you're just like, you're like, oh my,
Look like a lawyer, wear a blazer.
Yeah.
And they won't fuck with
like
you.
look unimpressed, just be like,
I don't think there's a world where I can.
You should walk around with a notebook, like a notepad, almost like you're working there, like you're seeing how everybody's performing. But actually, no, they're gonna want to perform.
What if
in
I
front of
like
you.
dress up like them and pretend like I'm clocking in for work?
You gotta be one of them. That's
Yeah.
right.
What's
Maybe
funny
I could
is
do
that
that.
in the rules,
Yeah, we looked it
you're
up.
not allowed to wear a Halloween costume.
No Disney
you
bound
can't,
allowed.
you,
or
yeah.
you can, but you just can't have a
No
mask.
mask.
They were very
Yeah. I
strict,
remember
like, and
that.
you can't look like you're working there. They're like, you can like wear like
Well,
costumes. but-
actually, yeah, because what if some weirdos dressed up and then like
Sicko.
brought a knife or something?
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know, guys.
no, it's gonna be fun. And it's gonna be great. Team
It's
bonding.
fun.
Okay.
You're gonna have a good time, and we're vlogging for Patreon. So go
Mm-hmm.
subscribe to the Patreon, bitches.
Patreon.com/basically unfiltered.
Well, got this.
I would normally say mercy and say that I'm not going, but I was given two options because there were two opportunities for situations like this, and I opted out of the first one, which now I kind of wish that I hadn't based on what happened.
Oh my god.
recently.
Okay. So I was trying to figure out we've been trying to like plan out what we should do for Halloween, right? Like Alisha came up with Halloween Horror Nights, and I was like, oh, let's try to come up with something else. So I'm going.
Let me try to come up with something better.
I'm trying. No, just like something else. Just because we've been like really on our shit, like filming all these videos
We have
this
been.
month. So I decided to go through the chat on Patreon, which you can actually, all you got to do is be a free member, and you'll be able to like access the chat. And that's where
That's where you found it in
That's
the
where I
Patreon
found
chat.
it in the
Oh, I
Patreon
didn't
chat.
know.
So I'm going
someone
through it.
suggested it.
Yeah, I keep seeing everybody saying 17th door. I'm like, I've never heard of this. So I obviously looked it up. Everybody's saying it. I look up 17th door, and it's like this insane, immersive, like haunted house experience, right?
Didn't it? It was like the craziest haunted experience in Southern California.
it
Like
was-
it was like
It was something like that, right? And I decided to watch a trailer, and this trailer's got like moving rooms. The rooms are like people are falling through the floor. I'm like,
It's intense.
Ariana Grande.
Right now,
I'm in a state of mind. Like that room
Yeah.
spinning was
Yeah.
one of them.
yeah, there was just like it was insane. Like knowing, because I love like escape rooms so much in my head, I always wish there was like a really immersive one like they show in like the movies.
Yeah.
So, and this was like pretty damn close. So, and I was like, oh my God, we got to do this. I reached out to them. I was like, hey, can we come and like we can film, blah, blah, blah. And they were so down for it. I'm like, oh my God, yes. And we were able to get like a time like 2 days later, right? And I show Alisha and Remi the trailer, and They don't want to do this. This is the last thing they both want to do because there's rooms in this where like there's like bugs and there's like
Putting
where they
a
close
bag,
the room, like the wall will close you
on
in.
your head. A bag on your head.
Yeah.
They vacuum seal you. They put plastic over your face. You have to hold your breath, and it vacuum seals you.
But in our head, I was like, obviously, this is just to scare us, right? We're like, I don't think it's gonna be that
We're
bad.
like, we're not gonna get hurt.
We're not gonna get hurt at all. I think this is just for the show,
To make you guys feel better, I was also terrified. I was not
Really?
looking
You were
forward
keeping your cool so well.
Yeah.
I did not want to do it.
Aww.
I get very
Claustrophobic. Like
claustrophobic,
Same.
stuck, scared with the fact that they're strangers. I know that I'm not going to be like killed or anything like whatever like that in there, but they're still strangers that are like being weird.
Yeah.
For me, and why I'm excited for Horror Nights is because like it's regulated.
Exactly.
They can't touch you, but this place was like they can touch you. So I was
There was
like,
like, you will
that
be
sounds
touched.
Yeah,
terrifying.
and we like knew that going in. We read up a little bit on it, like, but not too much though, right? Like we knew that you could be touched, and
I was also terrified, but the only reason why I agreed to do it was because they had a way where if you say mercy in each room, then you can just sit on the sideline
Yeah.
and watch. So I was like, okay, I'm definitely just gonna say that in every room. So like I don't know. I was like, that would be easy.
which was great. And in my head, I was like, oh, I don't need to say mercy at all. Like I'm good.
Zane was like, you guys could say mercy all you want and sit it out, but I'm doing it. I'm finishing this house.
Out of everybody, I'm pretty much me and Mariah were like I think the most excited to do this house because we love horror. We love horror movies. This was just our world, right? So
Do you get scared?
at
Like,
that
will
time
you
of
be
shit.
screaming at Horror Nights?
So
Also, you like
look
lean
like a
into
party
it.
pooper if you're not screaming.
No, don't listen to him.
in the
Do whatever you gotta
houses?
do to
Well,
get through.
oh,
You know what I
I'm
mean?
screaming no matter what. But like, if you like not to go with the group, like if you were to go and you were just alone, would you scream? Like, do you get scared and startled, or like, are you just like
No,
laughing?
because I know it's like I know it's fake, and like I know I'm not in danger.
Okay.
But like, put me on a plane, like I know there's a chance. It's
I
like almost like if there's a
understand.
chance that
I
I can get
understand.
hurt.
I
I
do.
think that's when I get like I know going through like a Universal Studios like haunted house. I know I'm not gonna get like killed.
Right.
Yes.
Like I know that.
I get
There's
that.
like 0% chance.
The fun of like a Halloween Horror Night, like haunted house, is to put yourself and imagine it being like you kind of like play into the theatrics of like it possibly
It
being
is.
like
It's like
a-
Yeah.
fun,
Oh
it's
my
fun
God.
playing into it too, and I
Yeah.
love seeing like the
you
themes.
treat it as if
What they do
Yes.
with the themes, the rooms. I also like that too. Like it's because I love
props
sets.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
I
for
love
sure.
seeing sets. So like
Yeah.
to me, I feel like I'm walking through a movie set,
I've always,
and I like that.
Like I've always said, because I have a hard time distinguishing it. Like telling myself it's not real. Like I would get scared watching Pretty Little Liars growing up. Like
Same.
yes, it's scary.
Oh my god, bitch.
Is that scary to you?
The
Okay.
ending where it always showed A, I would cover my eyes.
So every
Wow.
time I get a massage, I think about how there was that one episode where A came in and gave
like
him
scary
a massage.
movie vibes.
So I just like I've always said maybe if I were to go on set and like watch behind the scenes of like Insidious or Saw or The Shining, like maybe it would like break that fourth wall for me. Like
Yeah.
maybe that would be helpful.
Interesting.
you
Yeah, no,
know?
I can see that
Maybe.
helping, for
but I
sure.
was just curious for tomorrow. I'm so sorry to interrupt you.
For me, it's the complete opposite. I just get startled and I'm so jumpy. So
Jump
like that's why the
scares.
line to get into the 17th door scared the shit out of me. Because like I was like I knew there's gonna be a guy at some
Yeah.
point. Like that's what terrifies me.
Jump scares. I definitely react to jump scares. If someone goes, yeah, I definitely flinch. I'll like,
Yeah.
but I'm expecting in there, so like it doesn't hit me as hard as if I were to walk in a house and you're like right behind a wall and I'm
Just
not
like-
expecting
Understood.
it.
Okay.
But like but you know this house, as soon as you walk in, you're like someone's about to pop out.
Okay.
It's almost like it's not a surprise, but like it still gets you. You know.
Okay. So going back to our story though, I will say so no more talk about Horror Nights to not confuse people. So
Yeah.
basically this is a completely different like haunted experience, an hour away in Buena Park. Zane's so excited. We did a little bit of research. I'm not gonna say we did a lot because we didn't. Clearly.
So they gave me the option to opt out of one of the 2 Halloween activities, and I chose to go to Horror Nights because I kind of know what to expect more, and I could grasp onto Cal and just be like small little petite little
Yeah.
Oh my
And
god.
Cal-
save me.
Snuggle up to my big,
my
big man.
No, I'm just kidding. But I was like, I'll go to that one. It sounds a little bit more fun. I'll opt out of this one. I'll go get everybody treats, and you guys enjoy
And
yourselves.
Cal was also filming too, so like the last thing we needed was Remi
Grabbing on
grabbing on a cow when he's trying to film.
Yeah,
That was just
I was
suck.
like, you won't like it because you can't do that with him.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he can't save you.
But
So
so we get there.
didn't go.
Remi dips on us. We get to this mall, and immediately we like when we're walking into this mall, it is so just it feels so eerie
I
in
don't
this mall.
believe in time machines, but it felt like the second we walked
It
through
was
those doors,
weird.
we were in a dystopian like movie or like a mall in the middle of Nebraska. Like it
And there was
felt
like
Yeah, it was
not
wild.
not many people in there at all.
Yes,
And
it felt like
Oh.
a simulation, like a glitch. Like it
Yeah.
felt like a multiverse
it was
moment.
a Sunday night at the mall though, so I'm like, were people just not there?
No, it's like the stores. It was just so it felt like a deserted mall.
the storefronts
in an
looked
old mall.
Yeah,
crazy.
it looked like movies definitely rented out, or they're able to rent it out
And-
to film in because it's just
yes.
so
Wow.
yeah.
And we're walking and we look and there's like a window that shows the whole floor below us is a whole arcade. Like it was like so random.
Oh,
There
I
were like
there's a
been there
swinging
had I
ship.
known.
There was an
a-
actual ride.
There's like an
In the
amusement
arcade?
ride.
like the blender ride.
I didn't know what. Tell me.
No,
Crazy.
it was crazy. I'm surprised we didn't take her to like check
But
that
you
out
know
real
what? We
quick.
vlogged
No.
that. It's on the little cameras, so we have that
we did
footage.
film that a
Okay,
little
I'm
bit.
excited to see that. Yeah, because I wasn't there, and I have no idea actually like what happened up until I know what happened. So this is fun for me too.
Yeah, I know. So we're walking up there, right? And like, I feel like you guys are feeling the same way. I started just feeling really anxious about it, and
Yeah.
and I was really excited for this, but I just felt.
Something fell off.
Something fell off, right? And so we're walking all the way to this thing, and it's like a pretty long walk. And we go out to the back, we go downstairs, and this entire place is underneath a mall.
Yeah.
So that already was like, oh shit, that is spooky. Like what do they even have under there
It
normally?
was like the loading dock part of a super center or mall where it's like
the underground like basement garage
yeah, like the,
type
the
thing.
trucks.
Yeah.
Also, we just couldn't find it anywhere. And then remember when we were trying to find like we finally go to the end, we're like, where is it? And this dad at one point he's like, oh, you're looking for 17th door? We're like, yeah. He's like, oh, just go out those doors. They're downstairs. It's downstairs. And then we ask, oh, have you done it? He's like, yeah, it's not that scary. Don't worry. It's more like torture. And I'm like, he's joking. Like,
And he didn't, and he didn't say it with like a
that was our literal like 8th red flag that we just didn't see.
Yeah, it was. There was a lot of red flags just
There was
walking
a
up to
lot.
it. Yeah, we should have felt the vibe.
Good. We should have.
We felt it. We just didn't talk about it.
Also, I got a call from director Zane and director Alisha, and they'd come up with the idea for this video of like, it's going to be so fun because Cal will get to go early and get the lay of the land. Like the girl, we were able to go before anybody else was able to go in and just film. And so Cal was supposed to go in and follow her and get the lay of the land of like, you're going to stand here in this room. You're going to stand here in this
which
room.
was
this is where
really
you're gonna
sweet
get
of
this
they,
Yeah.
them to let
very
them do that.
kind.
Yeah, bringing him to like all 17 rooms because that's how many rooms are in this like whole haunted experience, and he knows exactly
Oh,
what
I didn't
to
realize
film.
it was 17.
Yeah.
That tracks. And then it was supposed to be like a funny editing bit where I was going to go to the Source, which is a local plaza, and get some boba and cookies and things. And we're going to cut back and forth and add some comedic effect to like them screaming. So I went and I got all the cookies like I was supposed to
You
do.
shaking them sunny angels.
I got some Sunny Angels. I was like, oh, this will be so funny for the video. I was doing as I was told. And then I don't want to jump ahead, but yes, continue on.
So we get to the 17th, we get to the whole thing, and there's a whole giant long corridor of just like flashing lights. And as soon as
Terrifying.
That
terrifying.
walkway alone, I started like panicking.
I couldn't walk in it I like literally was like, they think I'm exaggerating. I'm not. Like that's how I'll be tomorrow. I just remember and then when we watched that one vlog, at one point it like showed a guy at the end of the hallway and then it flashed and he was gone, and that scared me just watching the vlog. So I was like, oh my God, we're gonna die.
And the whole car ride up, Alisha kept on telling me, like, kept apologizing, like, Zane, like, I don't think you understand. I'm going to scream. I'm going to scream. I'm going to ruin the video. I'm going to scream the whole time. Like, no, it's fine. It's going to be fine. Like, they can't, like, it's,
We're
you're
like,
not
don't
gonna,
worry, they
you're not going to
can't
get hurt. You're
hurt
not going
you.
to die. You're good. You're good.
oh, I
And,
brought a flask.
and so
I literally brought a flask.
we get there, and immediately, as soon as we get there, I'm like, oh, Remi would have absolutely hated this. Even walking into before check-in, we're like, she wouldn't have been able to even walk through this. We walk all the way down. It felt like half a mile that we were
was
walking through this
long.
corridor, and we finally get to the check-in, and it's done really well. Like,
Okay, budget.
It looks crazy.
It
Like
looks
it looks like
really
like an
crazy.
abandoned like city. There's like those like
What?
rusty like sliding up doors, like trash can. Like it looked
It felt
really
like a theme park
cool.
like ride.
Yeah.
And this is a pop-up experience,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like it
But
disappears by
it's
Halloween.
been there for
Even
a
the
few
line
years.
that they had before the house, I'm like, damn, they did a really good job with this. This looks
Okay.
really
It
good.
truly felt like a ride. Like
Yeah.
you get in line and then you get to the loading dock area.
Oh.
So we get there, and as we're reading everything, it's like you may get shocked, you may get you may
There
get
will be
you will
hurt.
be
water.
shot with like projectiles. You're gonna get bruises, welts. Your clothes are gonna get messed up. You will be wet.
But at the same time, I'm like, I don't think it's like, I still didn't think it was that.
That
almost
was the
looked like a
12th red
sarcastic-
flag. Yes, I was like, is this just part of the set? But
Try-
also
yeah.
it did say
The
trigger
scare
warning, like
tactic,
yeah, like trigger warning, like all
Like
these
it
things.
said a trigger warning, abuse.
Yeah, like
all
like
this.
all of these things that I was like, I'm sure they're hyping it up because there's no way.
Right.
There's
It's,
no
I mean,
way.
it's in a mall too, so I'm like, this gotta be like, I think they're just over exaggerating on like on what you may experience in there,
But
right?
also, you guys were telling me in the parking lot about that guy that did like the
McCamey Manor.
Yes, I hadn't
Oh,
heard of that.
bitch.
I
Oh.
haven't
Haven't heard of it?
No, I never heard
So
of that.
McCamey
Never heard of it.
Manor.
No, they told me about it. You just told me
We,
about it.
we should we
Yeah.
should tell her after we finish here, but
you have to watch the videos. It's
so Heath and I know about that. So this is why this like this is why I feel like Heath and I freaked out even more after, because like, oh
Yeah.
my god, this. All right, so we get there, we are like just checking in, right? And we haven't signed any waivers. We haven't done anything yet, right?
we walk in and they're like, "Oh, sorry, we're not open yet." And "Oh, are you guys the ones who are the group's going to come and film it?" "Yes." "Oh my god, like hey, like come over here. Nice to meet you, blah 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 blah." Also, Zane was like, "Alisha, should make you feel better. It says it's for 16 and up." No, that doesn't make me feel better.
16's like
That's old.
that's pretty old.
I
Yeah.
want 5 and up. I
Yeah.
want like a toddler. Because
Yeah.
then I'm like, okay, if a fucking 5-year-old can do this, I can do this.
But
Not a
at the same
16.
time, when I think of a 16-year-old, they're still really young.
They have a
too.
driver's license.
I know, but still, like they're still young to me. So like when I'm like,
both sides, but like
Yeah.
when you think of like ages 5 and up, 8 and up, 12 and up, like 16 is actually pretty
Also,
old.
why not just make it 18 at that point? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like
I get
Because they
okay,
want the
yeah.
kids with the driver's
Okay,
license. They want them to be able
anyway,
to drive themselves.
so the whole ride down there, Zane's like, "Oh my god, don't worry, it's gonna be fine. Like, yeah, you can use the mercy thing, but like, I'm not gonna."
I'm being so vocal about everything about this. I'm like, you guys are good. Like, don't worry about it. Like, come on, you guys
Zane,
are overreacting.
I'll protect us.
I'll protect us. And then we check in everything. They're like, do you wanna buy like this mercy pendant? And we're like, Alisha will definitely want one, a mercy pendant. They gave one to Cal, so because he's filming.
And there's a sign that says $7 mercy pendant. Well,
93% effective.
93%.
And we were like, is that real? And she was like, yeah.
Wait, so you have to pay to say mercy? Like if you said mercy and you didn't pay,
You can say mercy, but if you wear the pendant, the actors know that you can't. It says you won't be shocked or encounter bugs. So if you have the pendant, and they're like trained to look to see if people are wearing it, so they'll just know right away. But I do believe if you
that
went,
glow up stick was this big.
it was a light
This shit
bright.
was this
it
big.
was a light bright peg.
it was
Yeah.
the
It was tiny.
$7. They're making bang. Off
Yeah,
that.
right.
Let me
Their
just say,
return on that is 950%.
ROI is through the roof.
Yeah.
But if you were to go in the room and say it, they would still honor that. But if they
I didn't know that. I thought you
Yeah.
had to still wear that
no, that's
necklace.
just where they'll look for it.
And
Got it.
question, the 7% discrepancy, is that because it's so small they can't see it?
I think that.
I think
because
just mistakes.
I was like, should I buy 2 to have one on my back? Because they're not going to see it. They're like, no, you're
You make
fine.
a crown out of
Literally,
it.
I pictured like a glow-in-the-dark necklace. It literally was like the tiniest thing ever. And I was like, are they going to see this? They're like, no, they're trained for it. But I think the discrepancy is like, just in case they don't see it. Because it's
Yeah.
tiny.
So when I saw the sign and it said bugs and shock, like, or get in my head is just like a shock. It's like a little shock that we would all feel. Maybe if you touch a car and you get zapped.
I thought it was going to be like, there's a difference between like actual shock, like a taser type thing versus where you would touch something and it makes your
Static
muscle,
electricity,
it makes
yeah.
your muscle like
Yes,
tense.
yeah.
You know, like the thing
Like
you
a
put on
the
your
gum.
back?
Or the gum.
Yeah, like a
Or the
Or the
microcurrent.
gum that you
The
pull
fake
and it just
gum.
like vibrates
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
like a
Like licking a 9-volt battery.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've never done that?
I was
No.
addicted to that shit, boy.
Oh my
I was
God.
getting high off it.
That's how you'd
Is
see
it a
if it's-
taste or is it a?
It
Is it
zaps
a?
you.
like,
But that's how you can
little
tell
zap.
if it's still like
Juice.
good.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
I thought you were just looking batteries for fun.
No.
we figure all that out. We're about to start, right? It's hit 7 p.m. There's people right after us, so we have to get started quick. So
And where's Cal? Has Cal done this?
No, Cal's gone.
Cal's just filming right now.
Okay, Cal's filming. Okay.
Cal's filming.
So we go up to the wall. They're like, okay, go sign the waivers. So we go up to a wall and picture like up against a wall, just like a huge shelf. And then there's all these waivers and pens. So we all like get in a line and like start looking
And
through
you're
it.
facing the wall.
Facing the wall. So
Okay.
our backs to the room.
Okay.
I'm like looking over it. I sign it. I'm like, I guess I should look at this. I'm kind of skimming it. I'm like, ooh, like this is actually kind of intense. You know, it says like they're not responsible for anything, including death, which I'm sure I've signed lots of things that say that and just, you know, like even going to Disneyland. Like, I'm sure-
Skydiving.
Yeah,
I was just thinking that. That's the
Yeah.
first line
Yeah,
on a
of course.
skydiving waiver.
Seeing it when I'm already like anxious, I'm like, ooh. Anyway, so I turn around, and as I turn around, there's a worker who is dressed up as like a
clown.
a clown prison guy type thing.
Oh, hell no clowns.
And he's standing behind Heath, who's right next to me, right? So I go mute because I'm like, oh my God, but he had a flashlight under his chin. So he's like, shh, right? So I'm like, okay, he's going to like scare Heath,
him,
right?
yeah.
Like I should say something, but also I'm like, okay, he's just going to be like, boo.
It's for the
you know?
it's for the video. Cal's filming.
Yeah.
Cal
Yeah.
knows that he's
And then-
about to
Yeah,
get
Cal
scared.
had told me that he went up to Cal and was like pointing at the camera, like, shh, like film
Yeah.
this, like,
Yeah.
like this is gonna be
Yeah.
funny.
So he's looking at me and he's like, haha, this is going to be funny. And I'm just like staring. The flashlight was also a taser.
Like an actual taser that you'd buy to defend yourself
Like
from
I
somebody.
have them. Like I have them.
yeah, I
Oh.
take it on my dog walks.
Yeah, exactly. The one
have
from
it in my
Amazon.
car,
You can have a hot
yes.
pink one,
Yep.
blue one, green
I
one.
did pink. You got pink
too.
So I didn't know this was going on behind me. I'm like, the ledge is like a little bit lower too. So I'm like bent over with the pen in my hand, like leaning. And all of a sudden I get a stick shoved up my butt. And then all of a sudden just electricity in my ass. Like this, like it sounds crazy. But it was like rammed up and then
Like,
and I jumped and screamed. I was like, what? Like, I was so
Just caught off guard.
caught off guard because like we're not even in the place yet. So I was like startled. Wasn't expecting anything, but also like we're in the middle of like signing a waiver. So I was just caught really off guard and I didn't understand what had happened.
also,
'Cause,
no
like,
one's
I-
around because they weren't open to the public yet. Like it was just
Yeah.
us in that room.
because like I had like I didn't know if it was like Cal messing with me at first and like pinched my butt, whatever. Like it was like lightning.
Also, you hadn't signed the waiver yet, and also like, what if you had a pacemaker
No,
or something?
That was my whole thing.
You didn't sign a waiver.
So I was like, oh my gosh, and everybody's like looking at me, and it got like kind of like quiet for a second. Everybody's like,
Well, we
It
were
was
we were trying
awkward
we were
as
trying to
fuck.
figure out if I thought Heath was like kind of like acting for the bit or like, you know, because I heard the taser, but all I saw it was behind you. So in my head I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I think he's acting for the camera.
Oh,
like,
also,
you know,
I'm
being
sorry. I saw him like wind up, and I was like, he literally stuck it up your ass. Like it wasn't even like
It wasn't like a
butt cheek. It was just like it was like
rammed.
rammed up there. And I was like, what the fuck? It was so awkward because Cal's filming behind the camera, and he's like he was like,
That's not funny.
it was just it was
Yeah.
so awkward. And then we couldn't tell if you were like.
And I was
"Ah."
like, no, I'm not joking. Like that was real. And then Zane was like, wait, what do you mean? Like that, what? And then all of a sudden that guy goes over to Zane and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's about to tase Zane.
And so as soon as he started coming up to me in my head, I was like, I did like 50-50. I was like, I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it was fake, but like, I know that like,
I don't want
I saw your face
I think
and I really
everybody
didn't
still
want
thought
that.
I was kidding. And I think I was like, no, I'm being serious. Like try it, like feel it. Like
Yeah.
I'm not joking. Like here, feel that.
Yeah. So he comes up to me and then I'm like, no. And then he still proceeds to stick it up my butt and zaps me, right? Like zaps. And I'm like, and I jump up and he doesn't stop. As I'm moving
3
away,
more
as
times.
he shocks me once, I'm trying to run away and
Yeah.
he keeps it in my ass.
Zane slammed on the
Slammed
ground.
on the
Are
ground.
your knees? Did you guys look at like?
I have a mark. I looked.
Oh,
that night
I
when
have a little nice little welt on my ass. It was crazy. As soon as he did that, I could not believe how intense that fucking taser up my ass was. This was before we even signed the waiver. And immediately,
also, you were like, you saying no was like, it was obvious you were actually saying no. It wasn't like, no. It was like, no, don't.
You were,
No
I watched the
means
video
no.
clip. You were
No
running.
means no.
Yeah, no,
You were running from him.
yeah, no,
Yeah, you were
it was wild. And like, look, I understand that like we kind of. I kind of knew that we were going into this and it was going to be this like crazy experience.
Yeah.
But the fact that happened and that it hurt that much from like a real taser in my ass, in my head was like, what else are they going to do to us in this house for 30 minutes? Because it doesn't sound like mercy even works in this house.
Yeah, you're saying
And
no.
The fact that happened to us before.
I told Zane, like, after this happened, like, if we were to go in, I have now been tased.
Yeah.
Zane's been tased. I do not want to feel that again. Like,
Yeah.
that was, like,
Also for your heart, too.
a lot, right? Like, if it would have also been different, too, like, if he came up and, like, tased me in the arm, I would have been like, oh, shit.
No.
Like, okay,
I would have been fine with that, like just something, but not like stick it in,
Like,
press,
and
then keep it in there. That's like that's
It's violating.
So,
Yeah, it's
after,
insane.
after having that, I was like, if I go in and I see that, because that guy goes into all the rooms, he's like the
Yeah.
main person. So I was like, if I see that guy again and he's coming after me with the taser,
Reflex.
I will not be able to stand there and take that, right?
Well,
like
because
I am
they
going
can
to
touch you, but you can't touch them.
I am going to defend myself. If you're coming at me with a taser, any situation in
Yeah.
life, I'm going to defend myself.
And also, you say no. Like the fact that he said no and then kept going. Like,
Yeah.
then
right? If
that's
there's no way to
what he said,
stop it, and I just
mercy.
have
Yeah.
to take it. I'm not doing
and
this.
and look, I've seen some videos, like I've seen like both like young men, young women going through these houses on like TikTok, and like it doesn't seem. It seems like there's a line, right? It
Yeah.
seems like there's a line that they
Yeah.
don't cross, as scary as it looks. But like, man, the first 5 minutes before we even enter this house, that line was crossed so fucking far. I couldn't even believe it.
I think also, like, obviously the location of which being tased is inappropriate, but also, like, you guys hadn't signed the waivers.
The waivers!
And also, it hadn't, like, to your knowledge, it hadn't started yet. Like,
Yeah.
I think if they had said go and then did it, that's still,
Well,
I think, just
and-
inappropriate. But, like, you didn't even know it had started yet. Like, say go,
Yeah.
so you
No.
know it started.
Like I was imagining any of my friends, right?
if
Like,
they
'cause
would have
for
done
me,
that to Mariah, it would have
Oh.
like for me, obviously, like I'm not gonna start anything. I'm not gonna fight back. I'm just gonna, I'm whatever, and then, it be on my way. I'm imagining like any of my other guy friends, my dad. If they did that to my dad, there would be a huge issue. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how prepared he was for this.
Yeah.
I was thinking about any other person. I feel like Heath and I think we're pretty good with like
we
You
are.
guys
we've
We
learned to
handled
like
it very
really
well,
We
not
kept-
let
we kept our
ourselves
cool for
go,
sure.
keep our
Yeah.
cool.
Because like after
But
that
man.
happened, like we looked at each other, and then I went to the lady. I was like, "Where's the closest restroom?" And I was like, she was like, "Oh, just down the hall. You have to go out in there." I was like, "Guys, let's all go to the bathroom real quick." So we like walked out to like chat about what had just happened, because we were all kind of just like standing there like looking
Well,
at each
I
other.
mean, it was a far drive. I mean, we're taking the day to film this, and like it just like
No,
sucked.
I could, because both of you were like, I'm down to like not, like I don't, that ruined the mood. I don't even want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
And I could tell you were serious, and I could tell like Heath was like, I don't want to like make a decision for the group, because like we did come all the way out here, but I was like, regardless, I still have to pee, because I had to pee the whole time. And then Cal was like, they were like, oh, Cal, we can do the walkthrough now. So Cal does the walkthrough, and we still had 30 minutes till they open. So we're like, let's just get outside, get fresh air, and then like we can talk and discuss. And the second we leave, we had to go back through the terrifying
tunnel.
entry tunnel thing. By the time we finally go outside, oh my god! Then you guys got stopped by viewers, which I felt so bad, because I could tell you were just like, that's the
well,
last
no,
thing
they're like
Just shake it up.
they were excited. They're like, "Where's the 17 door?" I'm
Yeah.
like, "I don't know if you want to go there.
It was crazy.
You might get a taser up your butt.
Crazy.
And
A
then
taser up the ass."
Cal told me he finished the whole thing though and was like, that was wild, like seeing everything. And then he steps outside and you guys are gone. And he was like,
well, I text him before I text him. I was like, hey, we may back out, because the more we talked about it, we were just like, look, in the end, they're gonna ham up everything because we're filming,
Yeah.
and there's a light, and like obviously it's good exposure for them to like get a good
Make it
video, make it
more-
look more scary or whatever. But yeah, I like,
The thing is that I know they're not doing that to every person coming in. I know
I
they're
hope
not doing that to every
but
person
Then, but then
filming.
we looked online, and I was seeing other people, like another dude got the taser rammed up his butt
I
too.
know.
And then people were saying like, yeah, no, like they legit like tase you and stuff.
Like
and
welts.
then
Oh, so-
we started doing like more research, and it was just like a lot of people had similar experiences.
you know what? And some people might enjoy that. But at the end of the day, you guys didn't want to. And that's okay.
Well,
That-
I would not want
I
that
just wish
either.
it was gonna. I wish I knew it was gonna be like an actual torture chamber.
Well,
though.
I will say, like, the guy, you could tell he felt bad, because he actually was like, he broke character. Like, normally they keep character. He broke, and he was like, that one, he literally said it, and we have it all on camera. He was like, that won't happen again, or something like that. And then the girls at the
Yeah.
front desk were like, we promise it's not like that. Like, it's actually really fun. Like, There's the shock thing. Like it's like if you touch something, you get like a little shock. It's not like a taste. Like we promise it's not like that. But then we're like, then why do that? Like why? And again, my biggest thing, like, okay, we're in the waiting room. I guess we're technically on site. Like you can get scared then. With the waivers, like we did not even give them the waivers. Like you hadn't even fully signed it. Like if you actually had a pacemaker, like that is so fucked.
Yeah.
Like so fucking fucked.
But would you even? But the thing is, would you even? Would you even be there though if you had a pacemaker?
No, but like
Are you saying
like,
because it could have been
no one seems to care.
It could have been. It could have been like a family where they're letting their like half their group is going.
Like how many kids were outside? Like, oh, we're so excited. I'm like, you don't really know what it is until like. And yes, we could have done more research. Yes, okay, but regardless, like to not like hand in a waiver before you get tortured, that is wild to me.
Also, even if we had done research and you guys were like, yeah, I'm down for getting tased, and then you get tased and you're like, actually, I don't want to do it, that's also fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with not wanting to do it.
No, exactly.
I think what like
it was just it was a really
the most. It was the location of it.
Yeah.
Like doing it like before we had even started, whatever. But like I said, if it would have been in the arm, I was like if we knew we were getting tased, it would be like, okay, well, we signed up for that. Like there's tasers involved. Like,
but again, like to see it coming because you're like walking into it versus like you literally are your back's to a room where you're signing a waiver. Like that's wild.
You were your most vulnerable.
And that's like in my head was like. I knew if Heath and I, like, imagine Heath and I were playing with tasers. I mean, we'd never be playing with tasers, but imagine we were both in that, like, in my house playing with tasers, and he puts it, like, as a joke.
It would still, like, hurt, whatever. It would
still hurt, but, like,
oh, shit.
You're funny, don't do that again. But, like, the fact that it was just, like in a business, like, in a place of business, right? And how intense it wasn't, like, a quick thing. It was like
yours was like 3 times longer.
It was semi like it was like what a cop would do to somebody who would try to get him down, right? In my head, I just wish that they didn't do it that early.
That would be like if you were like getting ready and thinking about like, okay, I'm gonna go skydiving, and then you're like thinking about it. You're in the office, you're looking at the waiver, like deciding like, am I really gonna do this? All of a sudden, the floor drops out and you're falling 1,000 feet.
It's
like I didn't even get on the plane yet.
Or
I'm
also,
not like
okay, but even if you're up in the plane and say no, I want to go back, they would do that. They're not gonna be like, sorry, you're here, and push you out. Like that's crazy.
They do highly encourage you to jump out because you just paid so much money. They're like, look, man, are you really gonna pay $350 for a plane ride up and down?
But they're not gonna push you out when you're saying no.
No, of course not.
It's crazy.
But that's kind of like what, like I remember going up and it was really expensive when I paid for it the first time. I was like, I have to jump out.
You have to.
Like I would feel so guilty not jumping out and flying back down, and all my friends saw I didn't do it, and I paid $350 for that.
You're like
for that shame.
Get out.
It's a dummy.
Yeah.
Just get that out. Yeah. It just sucked that we like went all the way out there, didn't get to do it, and
then we
had a taser up our ass.
There's so many ways that I look at it. I'm like, oh, that's just so annoying.
It could have just gone totally differently. But I look at it as it happened for a reason. Who knows? Maybe something could have happened in there if we didn't get tased before going in, and somebody could have gotten injured.
I think
like,
that
you could have fallen and like hurt yourself. Zane could have done like it could have been worse.
I think I would have left crying, honestly. Like the more like hearing like when Cal came back out and found us, like the way that he was like, oh yeah, this like he obviously saw what each room was gonna be. I was like, I'm fine in like a group or holding on to someone, but if I'm like by myself against a wall, I would like not be okay.
Also, there's like a point where you like get a bag over your head and you stand against the wall, and then they like shoot you.
Hell no.
And you can't see anything. And then they're like, oh, don't worry, because then once you finish that, you get to do it to the next group behind you. And I'm like, I don't want people.
I don't
like
getting off on that. What the fuck?
But also, like, what if they like hit your your private parts or something like really?
And I'm sure they
painful?
are aiming for that shit because it's random people.
And even if they're not aiming, like, what if they accidentally too? Like, they're not trained gunmen.
They're
like that could be really painful.
Again, like my imagination would go crazy, but like also just not seeing it makes it worse. You know what I mean? Like your mind goes a million places and it's just like scary.
And mind you, I watched the trailer before we signed up for it. So in my head, everything did look crazy, but again, I'm like, it can't be that bad, right? I think it's just for as soon as that taser happened, how much that hurt. Every room went in my head. I was like, oh, okay, wow. I remember this room. I remember the shooting range room. I remember the suffocation room. I remember all these rooms. I'm like, oh my God, this is going to really suck. It's not going to even be fun.
Also, like the dead animal stuff is really weird.
Oh, Cal did
we find out if it was real or not?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think so.
It's real,
I
right?
think
Cal
they
said
were.
there's a room where they hung dead animals in like a cold room to make it like a refrigerator.
I
kind of
also
thing.
thought
That's
that was
weird.
See, but
That's
see,
weird.
Universal would have it fake, but make it look
Look
real.
really
so it's like,
real,
whoa,
yeah.
it looks so realistic.
I
And
guess
then
we
they
don't
put like
okay,
fart
okay.
spray in the room.
We
There
don't
wouldn't be a
know. We don't
decaying.
know if it was real. No one
don't.
was like there and like checked. So I guess
That's
there's a
true.
world where it could be fake. It could.
Yeah,
be.
it could be fake.
Everybody online said
But
it
people
was-
online said it was real. We're not sure. Regardless, I think it's very interesting that like some people enjoy that stuff. Like it
But they,
would never
but
be
they-
me. I
but
think it's
they
interesting.
Confirm, like they do put like roaches and stuff on you
yes,
and like bugs.
there
like
was a
that.
And I- and
tarantula
I-
room.
And I was fine with that.
I would have been more fine with that. That's the one I would have been okay
I was
with.
fine with pretty much everything except for the taser in this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
And- yeah.
like Heath, the moment I felt that go through my body,
Yeah.
immediately I'm like, oh, we're walking into McCaney Manor.
Yeah.
McCaney Manor.
No, that shit.
Whatever that
it's
place is.
wild.
Bro, that like, because I didn't think you could get hurt in a place like
Yeah.
this.
That's
So-
also just a very sensitive area.
So our
Yeah.
heads went to McKamey Manor because it was a thing that there was like a wait list for people like to do a torture experience similar to this. And he was like, it was like
It's bad.
way too,
It's
like
so
it was
bad.
extreme. Like what he was doing to these people, all in the name of like it being like this fun
Fun,
experience.
yeah.
Ooh.
Like genuine, like
For people that
Torture.
like, yeah, it's like there's people out there that like to be in that situation,
Yeah.
but he took advantage of that, like took advantage of
and he was like
people's,
filming it and then like got exposed because they found like tapes of like people that he hid to his own like private stash, but he was doing like messed up stuff.
No, it's
Really
like
bad
if
shit.
you
We
want to
do- we
be
could-
spooked for Halloween, we could do a whole Patreon like deep dive into that.
Yeah,
insane, and people were paying thousands
it's
to
insane.
do this because it would what is it like, was it 48 hours or was it
I
like a
think the
week?
whole point was that like no one finished it too, so that they made it seem like everyone's too like too much of a
Chicken.
Can't
a chicken
handle it.
no one can handle it, so like it's rare for someone to be able to finish it, which just made so many more people want to like try it. It's actually disgusting. I went down a whole like 52 part series on TikTok of it.
I think there was like a section too where he would like tie you up and like was dragging you behind a truck.
Yeah, no, he went all out with it. He got in trouble though.
Yeah.
I think he's in jail right
He's in jail.
Yeah. It was like a huge it was a huge thing.
Wow.
Was it before or after that what's his face?
Danny Burke.
Yeah. Didn't he?
Danny like helped like expose a lot of it.
I know, but that was before he went to jail.
Yeah,
Really? So that was,
pretty recent.
what was it, like 2 years ago? 3 years
Maybe
ago?
less.
Wow.
But yeah, we can do a deep dive if you want to like look.
I
into,
think
like,
I'm
that
okay
whole thing.
actually. I have a lot going on in my brain right now.
Pretty
and I
Little
can
Liars
only
is
imagine.
scary to her, so I don't think she's gonna
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
hear
right,
that.
right.
Hey, you know what? They really do make
It was pretty spooky, I
was.
will say. There was some spooky stuff.
The hood. Ooh.
Yeah.
But if you are into that stuff, I'm sure you would love the 17th door if
And
that's
no
what if you're
judgment,
expecting that. And
And definitely if
Yeah,
we
nice.
advise you not to go there looking like you want to film it.
Yeah.
Just do it without
That's my
filming it. I feel
advice.
like you'll be better off.
or you do your research.
I don't think the camera helped us at all
I
in
think the
this
big
situation.
thing, that guy that did it, I think he read the room wrong. I think
Yeah.
he was excited. I
My
think
favorite
he-
part
Very
was
excited.
My favorite part was driving back. The contact text Zane was like, "Hey, did you guys already make it through? Or are you waiting to go?"
Oh yeah.
Oh, read the convo.
Should I read the combo?
Yeah, it was
And
funny.
I was getting the cookies and things, and so I get these texts from Alisha like very short after. I had full plans. I was going to go to the pumpkin patch by myself. I was ready, and then I just get a text from Alisha. I think you should come back. We're not doing this. I was like, wait, really? And she's like, the guys got tased, and I was like, tased?
You know, Heath and like you guys, like for the people that watch Heath and I for the past 12 years, we've done some crazy shit, right? Like we've done
Yeah.
some wild shit.
I
I think this was just something. I think it was just so unexpected and
think
caught
that-
us off guard. And again, the room was just very, very read wrongly.
I think that
I-
says more though because you guys have done crazy shit. So if it even like made you uncomfortable, and
Yeah,
anyway,
no, it
it's,
was-
like, that says a lot.
If
They
you were
hit it.
in the room, waiver signed, and it had happened, would you have been a little bit less shocked? Like,
No,
if you
no,
were
no,
in
no. I
rooms?
no, no. That I don't care what I like paid for.
I
that
think-
that
Up the
intense of a
ass.
shock is that's like that's assault at that point. Like if you're just gonna
Like,
just
if-
think
if
about
I
just
was
think
to go up
about
and tase somebody randomly on the street. I'm going to jail for assault,
Yeah.
right?
True.
Also,
Like just
again,
because
up
you're
the
in an
ass.
ambiance like that doesn't make.
you're like they think they have an excuse to like
Right.
take it too far.
Also, like you could like click the taser sound and then like poke me, like with like the stick portion
Yeah.
as like an intimidation. Like at the Halloween Horror Nights, they run around with like fake chainsaws and it makes the sound, but like they don't need to hold a real chainsaw with like a blade going.
It's just the motor, but it sounds like it. So you're like, ah. Remy's like, there.
I'm literally not showing up tomorrow.
Just the past messages, I was just so excited. I'm like, oh my God, can't wait for Sunday. So that happens, we leave, and an hour later, the contact goes, hi, did you guys already finish or still waiting to go through?
Because we just didn't show up.
Hope we didn't scare you off. I waited
You did try to call to say we weren't coming. So it's not like we totally ghosted.
Yeah.
You tried to call.
Oh, no, I think we had every I didn't mind ghosting because that was just.
We did call.
But we did call.
They didn't answer.
I texted back saying, hey, yeah, it was the taser up the butt before we even signed our waivers that spooked us out of there. and then she goes, oh no, we're gonna scold our actor. You shouldn't have done that. So, they did apologize. And
is that an apology?
I remember immediately. It's so funny how as soon as that happened, right, when I fell to the floor after like getting that butt tase, I fell to the floor. I got up, my mood completely changed, right? I immediately, I didn't even leave first. I went straight to the check-in and I bought a Mercy pendant.
I will say that was the funniest. That was the funniest thing out of everything.
Bought a Mercy pendant thinking I was still gonna do it.
No, he literally is like on the ground, and then keep in mind the whole day leading up to this, he's like, you guys can say Mercy, but I would never say Mercy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go through with it instantly. He's like, yeah, can I get a Mercy pendant?
I watched the clip where you went down and got up so fast, and it reminds me of like when you're a kid, like you're embarrassed, and you don't like want people to like see. It was really sad to watch. Like that was really inappropriate of them for sure.
It just sucked because like I
needless to say,
even if we did get shocked in there, like even like it was expected. We were going around, whatever. Like, oh my God, okay, stop, Mercy. I get that, but man, that would like it just set a tone. It set a tone. That's
really
what
brought
sucked.
the mood.
I understand the anxiety of like if this is happening in the lobby, what's gonna happen inside?
And
and that's all I was thinking about.
Again, the no waiver, the saying no. And it's still happening, and the location, like all of it. I feel like it was all of it together. It was just
to be fair, I didn't say Mercy. I said no.
I'm curious if you had said Mercy, if he would have stopped. I'm actually very curious about that.
I bought that Mercy pendant so fast. I put it on.
No, the fact that we all left with Mercy pendants. You thought you're like, I'm going through with it still, but I need that.
I wore that Mercy pendant to sleep because like I wanted to make sure I was protected.
You
like,
wear it
in
tomorrow
my
at a horror night.
Garlic,
give it to me.
Vampires with garlic.
I just wish they waited till we were inside. Like it's this weird thing that happened way too early. Like it stunk. It stunk.
I do agree with you, Heath, though. Like, I feel like that was meant to happen to have us not do it for whatever reason. Like,
somebody could have had a heart attack.
No, truly, like.
It just sucks that I saw so many people like doing it. Like, so many people did it on my that I'm seeing like on my phone. Like when I went to watch it before, I was like, I felt like such a pansy. I was like, how is everyone doing it? And I feel like this where like I don't want to do it anymore.
Absolutely not.
We had a different
experience. Also, again, some people like it. Like some people do.
Some people like the taser up the butt.
What was crazy is when Remi finally met up with us and gave us our Sunny Angels and cookies. Thank you for that.
It made everything better.
That did make everything better.
But we're all sitting there, and then this girl comes up, and she was like, I don't know how
little
old
girl.
she
was definitely 16.
Yeah,
like she
I thought she was
just
a fan of you because she like comes running up to Remi. She's like, "Hi, you seem really sweet. Can I ask you a question? Do you know where the 17th door is?" And we were like, "Don't do it."
We're like, "Don't do it, girl."
And she was so excited.
So you gonna get a taser up the ass,
she
girl.
loved it. She was excited though. I hope she had a fun time.
No, I know she looked definitely like a horror movie freak for sure. She couldn't wait to go.
So then Cal said from his POV when he came out, he was like, oh, where'd they go? They're like, oh, they're at the bathroom. But he said even they were like, oh, I hope they're not scared. Like, we promise it is really fun. Like, you guys are I hope you have a good experience.
I mean, I think they had to have known that was like out of pocket. Yeah. And they probably were like, uh-oh.
But you know what? I wish they showed that when it happened. That was also another red flag. Like after it happened, when I went up and I got there not one word from anybody.
Yeah, they were
like, hey, look, that was like, we're so sorry about that. If that was too much. Like, nothing like that, which made me believe that it was going to be much worse.
Also, not clear at all. Like, if it was like, hey, you're going in this room, everybody's getting tased at least one time, just want to prepare you and make sure that you're aware. If you still want to do this, okay. There's also another portion where this happens and it's going to be intense.
Yeah, like room number 5 you're not going to like or something
right,
like
if
that.
you are claustrophobic, if you have like this,
Yeah.
like this is a room that you should probably sit out.
Yeah.
But like I feel like we were asking questions like, I don't know, you might
Yes, it
You
seemed,
might-
it
you
seemed,
might not be able to breathe for 30 seconds. I don't know.
Yeah, I would have
I can't even
actually
hold my
died.
breath for 7 seconds.
I would have actually died.
No, it
No,
felt
Remi,
like,
yeah, you wouldn't have
it
that.
felt like they were
I-
saying
I wouldn't have made it.
it felt like they were saying something, but you were like, "What are you? What are you really?"
I don't know if
saying?
are you kidding? Are you fucking with us?
It's
Is
like,
this the whole
no, there's
vibe that you're
not.
trying to go
and
for?
you're like, but is there? Like, blink twice if
Yeah.
there is, you know? So, anyways, I'm rambling, but
Have you seen the movie Hostel?
no.
That's what I felt like we're about to walk into. It's just like it's a horror movie where it's like just the whole movie's torture.
Oh my god.
Oh.
And now I understand why they didn't want us to call it an escape room.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we escaped.
All right.
No, I think we won. We beat everybody. We
We won. We got
We
out before we
won.
even got in.
before the first door.
The fact that we paid $30 for these mercy pendants that cost probably 5 cents to make.
We got Portillo's after. It was amazing.
That was really
we got
good.
we got some boiled hot dogs. I love me a boiled hot dog, man.
Yeah.
That really cheered me up.
And then that was a wrap on the night.
We're making
That'll fuck your day up though.
yeah, we're really
Also-
done. It really will.
Well, what's funny is again, it was going to be a Patreon video, so the fact that Remi has a whole vlog of you, like,
Oh my god, I had a meet and greet. I knew I had exactly an hour plus 33 minutes for how long the thing was. So I was just like talking to people. They were like, "Sorry to take your time." I was like, "I have nothing but time." Stand around. I bought some Sunny Angels. I got
cut
some
to
cookies.
the vlog.
our
I
video-
got nothing but time.
I-
Cut to
Literally,
the
you
clip.
guys are sitting on the bench already.
I think
done.
our video is maybe like a minute and a half long, while Remy's is like 30 minutes.
No, it's,
I had a
it's
good
great.
time. It was quite the experience, and now I'm excited for Halloween
No,
Horror Nights.
oh, it'll be like going to Disneyland compared.
It sounds a lot more fun.
It's
Honestly,
gonna-
it does sound more
good
fun.
food.
Yeah. Well, that was our experience. That's our truth. That's
Yeah.
our story.
Honestly, after watching this, if you guys, I'm sure because it scared us off. I'm sure they had like a little powwow about, hey, let's not do that to anybody else. So maybe they're gonna tone it down with a butt tasing. But if you like that type of stuff, check it out.
Yeah, I think it's just it's a very specific experience, and
Yeah.
and don't go thinking it's a haunted maze or a corn maze.
No, it's
'Cause
a-
No,
not.
it's not an escape room.
It is
You're not solving puzzles. It's just like a immersive haunted
Torture
PG version of McKinney Manor.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for the episode. Thank you so much for watching and listening. We love you guys so much. Happy Halloween, y'all.
Happy Halloween, baby! Oh, today's the 31st too.
Get
Happy
spooky,
Halloween.
but not too spooky.
Don't drink and drive. Be safe.
Yes.
And
Be
let us know
careful.
what you dressed up as for Halloween.
Oh yeah. Please
Yes.
let us know. I want to see what you
Yes.
guys were.
And if what they talked about entices you, you can go to the 17th door. If not, Buena Park has a lot of other amazing things to offer, like the Source,
Not
like
Scary
not
Farm.
Scary Farm, not Scary Farm, not Soak City. There's
Medieval
so much to do.
times.
Medieval
Medieval times.
The Pirates
So much
experience.
to do.
Medieval
Yes,
times.
but if you are interested, go to the 17th door. Apparently, some people do like it.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
guys. We love you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Mwah. See you next week.